act that fool. Hit him, 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 hit him. Smash him up, watch that move. Went too swift, can't catch these dudes. Hit him, 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 listen, 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 hit him, listen. This Eagles talk high, this talk Eagles. Philly bleed green, it's from your people. Fly, Eagles, fly. Let's beat the squad. Big Pat Shelley, Dante the dark child. Drop the stats on him, drop the facts on him. Spur gang, baby, let's get it on.
Hey fam, it's your man Dante the Dark Knight, and welcome to Eagles Talk. Yeah, boy. Yo, I had to bring out my alter ego, the Dark Knight. Yeah, I'm your man Dante the Dark Knight. You know when the Dark Knight show up, I got the gazelles on. You know, so you're gonna get the Dark Knight side tonight, cause yo. Let me. All right, this is gonna take a minute because I gotta give the shots out to my man Howie, man, because we always been like this. Me and Howie like this. Come on, I got you, bro. That's what he told Angelo on the morning show. I got you, bro. Come on. Look, in a matter of just a mere month ago, when that was when the draft was a month ago. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Now coming into that draft, prior to the draft, because you know we know the big haul he brought in during the draft. But prior to that draft, let's just go back right before that draft. What were we doing? We were sitting around like, what the hell is Howie doing? Nothing's happening. We got Hassan Reddick, and don't get me wrong, that's a great signing, the best pass rusher that was out there on the market. We got him. But after that, the radio silence, dead air for about weeks on weeks, nothing done in the free agency, nothing. We need receivers, we need everything out there, and Howie is maintaining radio silence. And we were wondering, well, what the heck are we going to do? Are we going to go into this next season running it back, and the only addition we made of note was Hassan Reddick? That's what we're going to run it back with this crew? That's all we have? And then we fast forward here, and we go through the draft. He gets us the top big man in the draft. He makes the trade for one of the best young wide receivers in the game. He gets us a linebacker, another linebacker, and then this week he signs a former All-Pro lockdown corner, James Bradberry from the Giants, when I thought that was no way that could happen. I was shocked. I was sure that this guy was going to sign a big multi-year contract with somebody, and we would not be able to afford him. But Howie does what Howie does best, and that's go get the big name free agents. We can say whatever we want to say when things don't go the way that we want to, but one thing we can't say that Howie is not willing to go out and get the top free agents on the market. He's very strategic about it. We're mad when we don't get the guy we want, but we can't say it's because of a lack of effort. Howie has supplied us with some big free agents names in his career. They haven't all panned out, but it's not because of a lack of effort. He went and got us Nomney. Nomney just didn't work out, but Nomney was the biggest name that year. He went and got him. He went and got us Alshon Jeffrey. That one did work out. We won a Super Bowl with him. He went and got us some big names, man. He went and got us some big names, and he does not fail to surprise this time in signing James Bradberry. Now we're ready to run some ball. What's up, Pat?
What up, Dante? Look at that opening, man. If there is no behind the scenes what was going on, see you run down like that, man. What up, Dante? What up, Eagles Nation? What's going on, Eagles Talk? Let's get this thing cranked up, man. I'm happy. I'm ecstatic. I'm off the charts. You know, I'm ready to see what this training camp's going to be like. You know, I'm ready to see what this foundation of this family of teams is going to be like. I'm just ready to go, man. I'm just ready to go.
He said, I got you, bro. Yo, all right, don't forget, go follow us on IG at Eagles Talk and on Twitter at Eagles Talk 3. We're putting more content on both of those platforms, so you don't want to miss it. I'm coming on. I'm about to make a commitment. I'm coming on every day on IG. If you're not following, you're going to miss the content. You're going to miss it. I'm putting up reels. I'm a real man. I'm putting up reels. Yeah, so make sure you're there. And I'm coming up as the Dark Knight too, not Dante. Dante's boring. I'm coming into Dark Knight. The Dark Knight's going to be on there, and just like the night, we're about to have some fun here. But make sure you go and follow us on IG and Twitter. And Pat, let's start this
Hold on,
first
Dante.
quarter.
Before we start this first quarter, man, congratulations. I know you put up a post early. He's talking about the years you was at your job.
Uh,
Congratulations, man.
I appreciate
Sometimes we
it. I
go into
appreciate it.
these jobs thinking we're going to stay there for 1 or 2 years and get rich. Next thing you know, we make it a career, and we do what the Dark Knight's done.
Well, yes, I've been there a very, very long time, and I probably would be gone by now, except that I started a family again later in life, so I got to work a little longer. But uh, it's been a heck of a ride. I appreciate my employment. Been there 35 years. I've been there longer than some
Woo.
people have been alive. Yes. And I did go in with the assumption that, I had just finished my 2-year undergrad, and I was like, all right, well, until I decide on where I'm going to finish and get my bachelor's, I'll do this for a little while. Well, 35 years later, and I did get my bachelor's degree on the company too. That was a great thing. So I did get my bachelor's degree, but on the company. And it's been a heck of a ride. I can't wait for the day that I walk out the door. Not that I don't love them people, but I just can't wait to walk out the door. But thank you. I appreciate that. Now, you guys are watching Eagles Talk, the #1 Eagles coverage show around that's by Eagles fans for Eagles fans. Yes, we like to talk about our favorite Philadelphia team, the football team, the Philadelphia Eagles, and we do so in such a relaxed manner that we enjoy our favorite adult beverage in the form of shots. So tonight I am doing, do I have any more of this Kaze Azul? We're going to see. I got the Kaze Azul. Yeah, big celebration for our Philadelphia Eagles, and shout out to Howie Roseman.
How
Everybody
about
should be
that, man?
taking a shot today in honor of our GM. Today, it's a love fest. It's a love fest for Howie. So everybody, let me know what you're drinking out there. Again, I'm drinking the Clase Azul, and Pat is drinking the
I'm finishing up this bottle of Jack,
the bottle of Jack. All right, so let me
not
know what you're
Jameson,
drinking out
Jack.
there. I know. Last week it was funny. That was funny. I went over and watched that. It was so hilarious. All right, so here we go. Down the hatch. 3, 2, 1.
You're now listening to the first quarter.
First quarter, and the first person in the room, because we like to include you guys in the conversation. Yes, our third host of the night. That's you guys in the chat room. Thank you for joining us. Tony Bird was the first one in the room, our resident from down under Australia. Thank you for joining us tonight. Yo, Bird Gang, he says. George Greenaway, my neighbor. He's a Green Bay fan, but I still thank him for supporting Eagles Talk. Can you list the football season? I don't know what that means, George, but
He said,
help it make
Can
sense.
you wait to the football season? That's what he said.
Oh, can you
after
wait?
that.
All right, okay.
No,
All right,
you
Jermaine
can't.
Patton was third in the room. He says, what's up? 3-time Bird Gang. Yes, Richard Boo is out there. He says, what's up, Eagles family? Donovan Bramlett says, what's up, Eagles fan, Bird Gang? Eddie's in the house, and he's from Cali. Eddie's in the house. Cali, we talk, taking a division, calling it right now. Now, what Shell said during the draft or last week about being the #1 defense, I can see some credibility to that. Now that holds some credence Now it really does. Ted Wiggins is in the house. He said, my peeps, what it do? What it do? What it do? What Howie do? That's what it do. What Howie
Listen,
do?
man, that was a huge piece. We've been clamoring for a number 2 corner since we signed Steven Nelson. I mean, Steven Nelson did a Omen's job. He did the best he could do. He didn't get torched. He didn't give up a lot. But you know what? He was efficient. But we need somebody that if our #1 corner goes down, we could just move him over and say, you know what, we got another corner to throw at you. And James Bradberry might not be perfect. But he does give you a little bit more juice than Steve Nelson gave you us last year. And his ability to be a Pro Bowl corner, to be an All Pro corner in this league, it's been proven. You've seen him come into Carolina to replace Josh Norman. He came there to replace Josh Norman, and not only did he do his first year, yeah, he got torched. He got picked on. That made him get in the lab and get better. And next thing you know, the next year he became a doggone good corner, and it just kept flowing. Each year he got better. Each year he got better. Last year we look at DC. You say he didn't do good last year. Nobody on that Giants team did good. Let's be honest. That Giants team was terrible. For their coaching staff to the players who quit on the team, he did what he could do with what was given to him. Now the only thing that we need right now is either one of our safeties, Marcus Epps, to step up, or go out there and get a safety. Trade for what's his name, Chuck Clark from the Ravens. Trade for him. Use Jaden Rager as a piece to trade for him. Or if these guys that we have on the roster, they need to step up. They definitely need to step up.
Definitely. I hear some talk about. Well, oops, forgot. I just shared it to a group. I didn't mean to. But anyway, there's another safety out there that they were talking about. The Eagles may be making a trade for. I don't know how much credibility that has now that we've spent the last of our money on James Bradberry. But we'll keep an eye on it. But I don't want to get I don't want to downplay or get away from this signing here. This was incredible. This is going to help in a big way. We've always talked about where's the blitz, where's the rush, and a part of the explanation that they've given us sometimes is that we don't have the corners to allow the pass rush to get to the quarterback because we don't have the lockdown corners. Well, we have two of I saw a stat. And they said since 2016, there's only been two cornerbacks that have had 15 or more interceptions, and was it 30 or 80 pass defenses?
It
And
was 80
those
pass
two,
defenses. Yeah.
80 pass defenses. Only two corners out there, and we have both of them now. We have
Hey
both of
man.
them. So
It,
we have a lockdown corner. We have two CB1s out there. So if that doesn't give the defensive line a couple more seconds to get to the quarterback, I don't know what else will. I should see Jonathan Gannon open up his playbook on the defense and cause some havoc out there. I want to see turnovers. I should see turnovers. I'm thinking. I mean, I'm not the defensive specialist you are, Pat. So tell me, should I expect more sacks and more turnovers because of this acquisition, along with the other pieces that we've added on defense? Should I expect that?
well, James Bradberry said it the best when he was getting interviewed by our good old Channel 10 sports reporter. He said it the best. He said, I looked at the landscape. I looked at these other 10 teams that's looking to take me. And I looked at the position of the defensive line. And I looked at the Philadelphia Eagles. They have put in place a dominant defensive line. And when you have a dominant defensive line, it takes the pressure off of the secondary. When you have a defensive line that can possibly bring pressure just by the front four, that takes a lot of pressure off the secondary. So therefore, it makes your job as a corner much better. So he did look at the landscape of these other teams and saw the pieces. What were the pieces that needed? You saw the Eagles needed just another corner, another
Just
corner.
another corner,
You
and
know,
we
so
have them.
hopefully this does work out. I'm not trying to crown him. I saw a comment by Phil Barnes said, "Crown him if you want to right now. Crown him." Listen, they still have to come together. They still have to mix together. They still have to come together and play together as a team. So there's still a lot of things to be ironed out through practice, through training camp, through these preseason games, and we can get hype all we want like right now, but we don't want to have that feeling like we did when the Sixers signed James Harden. We thought we was gonna win a championship, not realizing he was out of shape. We don't want to have
No,
that
I
same
did
feeling.
not. I ain't think so. But anyway, now don't damper the mood with that. Don't
Yeah, I
damper the
know,
mood with
I
that.
know.
All right. So the last comment I just had up here, I want to speak to this. Eddie says 2017 Howie showing up, not saying Super Bowl bound, saying bold move making Howie.
Mhm.
Bold move making Howie, and that's exactly what it reminds me of. Is the Howie in 2017? So, come on, similar situation here.
Yeah,
Similar, too similar, right?
yeah,
So, like, we weren't expected to go to the Super Bowl that year. We
correct,
were in a slow rebuild. We were
correct.
in a slow rebuild. He just happened to pluck all the right pieces out of free agency, and before you knew it, the program or the plan was accelerated because we started winning. We wasn't expected that. Well, Carson Wentz, there was a lot of similarities. Carson Wentz was in his second full season as a starter. Jalen Hurts is in his second full season as a starter. We were looking for improvement from Carson Wentz, but nobody expected the leap that he made from the year before to that Super Bowl year. And who knows? We don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows the jump that Jalen Hurts may make from his first year of starting to his second year. But we do know that he's been surrounded by some pieces now. We know that he has a true number one wide receiver and a number two that could be a number one. That him adding A.J. Green added so much to the
A.J. Brown.
offense.
Listen,
A.J. Brown.
it
Adding
did.
A.J. Brown
That
added so
flexibility.
much to the offense.
Yes.
So now we have a better wide receiver one because he's there. He's better than Devontae at this point. We have a way better wide receiver two because Devontae moves to wide receiver two, and he's head and shoulders over who was in that spot last year. Was Rager? Was Rager?
Yeah,
He's
so
head and shoulders over Rager. So
Jay Ray had 214 yards last year. I mean, he might have had more. I don't know. I don't really care. He's not filling that position as a second or slot receiver for us.
all right, so we've improved. We've elevated our wide receiver two position
Yes,
by
we have.
moving Devontae over there,
and then shoulders. Yes,
and then Quez Watkins moves to the slot, and that's head and shoulders over who was playing the slot last year. So just adding A.J. Brown just bolstered our offense immensely by adding him to that offense. So Jalen has some weapons there. We know that. Howie's done a magnificent job on the defensive side of the ball, which we thought needed the most improvement, right? Even though they were a top 10 defense last year, we thought that they still needed a lot more talent on the defense, and I think we've gotten them in Nakobe Dean, in Jordan Davis, in Hassan Reddick, in James Bradberry now, in the linebacker. What's the other
Kazir
linebacker?
White.
Kazir White. In these additions to the defense, I think our defense is immensely improved from last year. So, as you said, the only thing is to get these pieces all working together like a machine, a well-oiled machine. We just have to see that.
yeah. I
And
want to
that's
say
not
this.
very easy.
There are two unexpected free agent signings that we don't mention a lot. You just mentioned Hassan Reddick. Hassan Reddick is a very good pass rushing DN / outside linebacker who should be able to flourish in this type of defense that we may employ in this year. But another signing that we don't even talk about a lot, Zach Pascal, the wide receiver the last played for the Colts. You know, he is going. I believe he's going to be a veteran difference maker for us. You can't underscore when you bring veterans into the receiving game that has done it, who has been productive. You know, he might have been a 1,000-yard receiver, but he's been productive with the Colts, and I believe he's going to bring some sauce to the receiving core, along with A.J. Brown, along with Devontae Smith, along with Quez Watkins, finally understanding what to do in the slot.
All right, Eric DL. Let me just give you a shout out for our introduction. Always, we're always going to give you. Always going to be worshipped on this show because of that introduction that you produced for us. We appreciate you, but don't think that I didn't see the little joke that you made up on the page in the group there, where he imposed my face over A.J. Brown's face. You guys got to go to the
Oh, I
group
gotta see
and
that.
see it. It's
gotta
very,
see that.
very funny. I'm just running in at the last second, so I didn't have time to pull that photo off and post it on the show here tonight. But you will probably see it on Instagram tomorrow if you keep your eyes on Instagram. But it was very funny, Eric. And Eric says, the Eagles Kool-Aid looks damn good, but the reality slap in the face, we're still a second-year team. But that doesn't mean we can't go out and surprise the league. Look, Eric, the last time we were a second-year team and added some name players was the year we won the Super Bowl. So, look, I'm not going that far. I don't want to jinx us or whatever. I don't want to, but part of me believes in speaking some things into existence. So, look, we have a damn good team, a damn good. No, I'm not going to say a damn good team. Let me say we have a much improved team. I'll say that. We have a much improved team over last year's roster. And this team right here I would. We're definitely going to be competing for the division, but we're looking past that now. I'm looking past that now. I thought we were going to be competing for the division even without James Bradberry.
Well,
But with James Bradberry, I say we're going to be competing further than the division. We're going to.
unfortunately, Dante, I got to stop you on that one. I'm about to throw a flag on you, sir. As a
Go ahead. Go ahead.
former football player, whatever level you want to call it, you don't look past the first game that's in front of you. You don't look past to what's in front of you. What's in front of you is we didn't even get to the season yet. We haven't got to the first preseason game yet. You know what happens during the preseason and before practices start? Injuries happen. That changes the outlook of teams. I'm not speaking that to existence, but I'm just saying let the cohesion begin. All right,
Right.
let the
That's
cohesion begin. Let the spices, the different spices that we have, start to mix well, so we can season this beef rib the way it should be seasoned. I mean, let's put it in the oven at a slow cook,
Oh, so
so it
you
can
want
cook for
Dante?
17.
I'm gonna have to go get you Dante. You want Dante? Because you got Dark Knight right now. Dark Knight don't do that. Dark Knight don't simmer, no slow boil. Dark Knight don't do
Simmer
that.
down, simmer down.
Dark Knight swing for the fences. Dark Knight swing for the fences. We win in the division. We doing a lot of things this year. We doing big things.
I never seen a team. I never seen a team, an NFL team to this date, win the division. Win the division in May.
We won. We won. Chalk it up. Look, we've won many. Howie is just, this is a long line of Howie winning the offseason. Howie wins multiple. He's won multiple off seasons, and I agree. He's won multiple off seasons. We have just not seen those wins in the off season translate to wins during the regular season. Save that 1 year where we won the Super Bowl. That was the year, and I said the same thing pre-game or preseason, prior to the season beginning that year. And I was like, you know what? I'm tired of Howie winning the offseason and it not translate into wins. I really hope that this offseason win translates into more wins during the regular season. And lo and behold, we got more wins during the regular season. We even got our first Super Bowl. So I'm optimistic. I'm not going to make any predictions at this point. I got you on that. I'm not going to go overboard on that. But I feel damn good. And if everybody out there doesn't feel good, I don't know what's wrong with you. Come on now. Howie told us, I got you, bro. I got you, bro. And he got us.
Yeah,
all right, the end of the the end of the first.
And that's the end of the quarter.
All right, you're
Let's
watching
freaking
Eagles
go, yo.
talk, man. You're watching the Eagles talk. It's a happy time right now. This is the celebration even before the season starts. And this is what I love about the NFL. They keep us interested all year round. They have such a glorious, magnificent, huge product here that we are always interested in football year round. I love how they do that. It gives us a platform to be able to talk about our team all year round. So thank you, NFL. But thank you, Howie, again for doing for just doing magnificent things. All right, so you're watching Eagles Talk, the #1 Eagles coverage show on Facebook that's by Eagles fans for Eagles fans, where we like to talk about our favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles, and we like to do so in such a relaxed manner that we enjoy our favorite adult beverage in the form of shots. I am doing the Clase Azul. Yeah, that's a very high-end tequila. And
I'm finishing up on the Jack Daniels.
He's
Shout
on
out
the
to my
Jack
brother.
Daniels.
Shout out to Shell. He's in Tennessee. I told him I like 17 bottles of Uncle Nearest of the exclusive stuff.
Oh, Shell wanted to come on tonight too. I had
know
to
you
turn him
did.
down.
I know
But
you did.
we have a certain level of quality of production here. When you go and you see a lot, and I talked about it last week, and I'm not hating on anybody. I wish everybody well who uses the same platform and are trying to do the same thing that they're in the same arena that we're in producing the Eagles coverage show on Facebook. But when I started out, I always said, and Pat, in the meetings, I said, what we're going to do is we're going to have a quality production. If we don't know anything about football, at least it's going to look and sound good. And that's what I have. I think I take pride that we have one of the better looking production shows on Facebook. And I like to keep it that way. And Shell just didn't have the production value where he is in his hotel room. So I had to shut him down a little bit. I watch other shows and I root for the other guys and everything, but sometimes I cringe at how their production is sometimes. So I don't want to revert or take a step backwards. So here we go.
Yeah,
But
man.
anyway, down the hatch for our GM Howie Roseman and our newly signed cornerback James Bradberry. All right, down the hatch, 3, 2, 1.
You're now listening to the second quarter.
All right, what's so funny?
I
You
have a
laughing?
question for me.
All right, what's the question?
I'm gonna put it up on the board. J.R. Ritchie said, Pat, question. Did you play ball from Penn State? JR, I went to Penn State to play ball. I could exactly tell you how many practices I went to and two grades came out because I was an invited walk on.
You're the invited
But
walk-on.
I was invited walk on. My goal was to play football at Penn State. We knew the grad assistant that was there. He had us come through there as invited walk on. I got the call back to come to a few practices. I was there. If my grades would have been up, yes, I would have been a full-fledged Penn State football player for every single game. I was able to stay on the sideline for the Miami game where we got blown out by the Miami Hurricanes 40-7. That's when I said, you know what, I could compete with these guys, but that defense of Vince Wilfork, Sean Taylor, Ed Reed, Jonathan Vilma, Mike Rumpf, to name a few, was flying over the field. And at that time, I said I definitely could play at this level. But unfortunately, what happened was I decided to start partying a little bit, and my grades did fall. So the question is, I went to Penn State to play ball. I went to came to few practices, practiced a few times. That was it.
All right.
That was completely it.
And that's when he knew his career on Eagles Talk was going to be a success. And we welcome that. We welcome that because had he went, we might not have him right now. So,
No.
We might not have him. So
the funny thing about it is the guys on the team. Some people on the team like, yo, Pat, you have the opportunity to come back. I tried to, but the temptation up there is, you know what? Truthfully, I should have listened to my older brother. Older brother said I had a scholarship from other places. I should have went to those schools. But you know what? Hindsight is 50-50. And at the end of the day, I had a great time. And we move on. And look what we have here. We got a Super Bowl championship. I'm kind of healthy. I enjoyed myself up there. I had a great time. I don't harbor and get upset about not having the opportunity to play fully, like in the game, stuff of that nature. I made some great connections. I made some best friends up there. Shout out to Phil. Shout out to Marv. Shout out to my man Cheeks. Shout out to Q John. Now he used to be Dancing John. Shout out to all these guys that's doing good in their life moving forward. But right now, I am enjoying life, man.
All right, and we are all enjoying life if you're an Eagles fan because we have James Bradberry. So now we have some more stability in the backfield. You imagine we have two cornerback ones on each side, and we have Maddox in the slot. Not bad. We're going to make the quarterback hold the ball just a couple more seconds longer than before when we had Steve Nelson, and that is going to bode well for our pass rush, and we have some monsters out there. I think they will be monsters because of the additions we made on defense. I think Hassan Reddick is going to be a monster because of our D line in front of him. I think Josh Sweat is going to eat this year because of the D line in front of him, because of the big guy Jordan Davis eating up two blockers. I think everybody's going to eat, and it's all dependent upon. I know it's not a given. Everything has to fit together. There has to be the right chemistry. And above all, JG scheme has got to take advantage of all that. He's got to be a better play caller on defense than he was last year. And we gave him a pass because we said, all right, he doesn't have the personnel to do the things that he wants to do or what we perceive that he wanted to do. We just assumed that he wanted to put more pressure on the quarterback. So we gave him an automatic built-in excuse that we just don't have the talent. Where there's no automatic built-in excuse anymore. There's not. Howie is going shopping at the football store, and he's went down the produce aisle and he picked out a big cabbage in Jordan Davis.
Wait. Time out.
Flag on the play.
Man, you gotta stop that, bro. He didn't go down no vegetable aisle. He went down the meat aisle. Pause. And he got himself a brisket in Jordan Davis. Did you see that picture I put up there about him out like his size compared to Fletcher Cox?
Yeah, you're right. All right, it's the wrong analogy. Yeah, he went down the meat department and he went and got him a big old London broil, big old roast in Jordan Davis, beside his other roast, Fletcher Cox and Hargrave. He went down. He went shopping in the football grocery store, and he got him some ingredients there. And now JG is the chef. All he has to do is dial up the right recipe and put the right mixture in, and we should have a heck of a stew coming up this year. That's all I'm saying. We should have a heck of a stew coming up this year.
Dark Knight, shout out to Eric Duff. You put his profile picture.
Is my picture? Is that picture? Oh.
Let's put it up. There it is.
I don't have I don't have a production team, but if I did, I would take. I would tell them to grab that picture, grab that screenshot of that picture, and put it up here. I'm gonna do it on IG later. I just don't. I'm on the air now, so I just don't have the time to do it. But I saw it. I literally saw it like 5 seconds before we were going on the air. I was going on Facebook to share the show to the various groups that we share it to, and I happened to come across that, and I was laughing. I was laughing so hard. So I will, if you are a part of Eagles Talk group, Facebook group, not the page, please follow us on both platforms. But we have a Eagles Talk Facebook page, and then we have an Eagles Talk group, a private group. So if you are a part of that group, you can see the picture in there. If you're not, just go and join the group, and we'll let you in. Because we have to screen our people in that group, because we don't want any Cowgirl fans in there.
Hey, doing
that. There it is, right there. Oh my goodness, look at that. That's the Dark Knight, baby. I'm ready to rock and roll. That's a good picture right there, because I'm ready to go take it to him. I feel good right now. I feel good right now.
That's a great picture, man. Shout out to Eric, man. You doing your double thing. Hey, yo, for all you people to say they're about to sign me and all that, Pat is done. Pat is fully retired. I've been retired from football for at least 6-7 years. All right.
He'll DJ the party though.
I'll DJ the party. DJ. If you want me to quarterback, I'll throw the ball. But Pat running? Nah, man.
Pat had speed. Pat was good, man. Pat had some speed and everything. He had height. He had good height. Pat was a good cornerback. Pat was a good cornerback.
Yeah,
to my surprise too. No, for real, because you were the baby Sandlin, so you weren't that quiet. Yeah, you were kind of quiet. You were kind of quiet.
But you know what it is? It's always the older brother or the younger brother is the true athlete. Like Shell was a great athlete, but it's normally, if you go look at families that have athletes throughout their family, it's normally like the younger brother that shines. It's quiet that shines. So
because the older brothers done paved the path and they done laid the the example.
They did.
And the motivation for the younger sibling to come like, I'm gonna beat better than my brother. I'm gonna be better than him. And the civil rivalry, pushes that motivation too. So I had the same thing, but nah. We both had our own sports. I was basketball. My brother was baseball.
I was baseball too, though.
Oh yeah, you did. You did.
I was an MVP baseball player in the Phillies RBI.
What happened? He said Pat Photoshop says you still got it. What you done did, Eric? What you done did? He done Photoshopped some stuff. He's telling you right there. All right, we're going to check it out later. All right, Jared, I'm going to go to some comments because we haven't gone to the comments in a minute. But Malik says, can you still play? You heard that. No, he's not doing that anymore. Yender said, Yender, aka Rodney. The Penn State love makes so much sense now. Okay, yeah, that's why it makes so much sense. Um, Michael Mitchell says, "Does Davion Teller
That's a
start? Does he
great
start?"
question.
That's a great question. Like, all
So
right, let's do like a projection. Who you think are the starters out of our personnel we have so
so
far, and the linebackers, and assuming that we are a 3-4. So that means you get to name 4 linebackers. So who are those
all right.
4 starting linebackers in a 3-4?
Last week we talked about Ray Diddy, right? Ray Diddy said something very smart that a lot of people don't really intake when they look at this defense, a 3-4 defense. A 3-4 defense, actually, believe it or not, it's a 5-2 defense. That's what a 3-4 defense really is when you have these hybrids type outside linebackers. It's really a 5-2 defense, but you don't really look at it like that because they say when they say 3-4, all you equate it to is having 3 down linemen and 4 linebackers. But in actuality, it's a 5-2. So, with that being said, I don't think there's going to be a designated starter. I think each game, depending on the situation at the beginning of the game, I mean, you could say this guy is starting, right? You could say this guy is going to be the starter. TJ Edwards and N'Kobe Dean be the middle linebackers to start the game. But during the natural flow of the game, you might have to bring in some guys for speed because you're going against a team that's running 4 wide receivers. So you might have to bring in N'Kobe Dean with Devontae Taylor, speed linebackers. And you have Hassan Ruddick and Kizar White on the outside, speed linebackers. You might have to do that in actuality. So you never know the mix. And that gives JG the ability to make his defense unpredictable every single week. Listen, this defense right now with the pieces that you have, as long as everybody stays healthy, listen, this is a defensive coordinator's like wet dream.
Yeah, how do they do that? Like, all right, so yeah, this is going to be interesting to see how he mixes and matches his defense. Because if it is a 3-4, then does that make Byron Graham? I know he's in the dirt.
Brandon Graham. No, he's gonna be straight
Brandon
up.
Graham. I mean, Brandon Graham in
His
the dirt. He
days
got to
of
stay in the dirt.
yeah,
He's
his
not.
days of being in the Billy
Yeah,
Davis
he's not
defense
a
and
stand-up
dropping
edge
back
rusher.
is gone. He's a
Yeah.
straight up pass rusher defensive end. He's not the guy that's going to be dropping
All right,
back in the
so do
coverage.
you put up? Is he on the end? Do you put Hassan Reddick outside of him since it's a
See,
5-2? What I
see,
mean, like, yo, it's
see,
a lot of
that's the
possibilities
possibility.
out there.
Because now
Yeah.
you could do this. You can throw both.
Then
Let your Cox.
Josh Sweat on the other end. Like, I just can't wait to see what JG does. But JG is on the clock. I'll tell you that. And he's on the clock for a couple of reasons. Number one, because he has a lot of tools now at his disposal, and we're expecting a. Well, let me stop here. Let me just end the quarter, and let's get this third quarter started.
And that's the end of the quarter.
So you're watching or listening to Eagles Talk, the #1 Eagles coverage show around, not just Facebook, around. If you look out there, we're #1 around. There are other shows out there, but a lot of them have broadcast journalists or journalists, and we're one of the first that started this. And let me give shots out because I'm not a hater or by any sense of the imagination. I do, and we did look up to, and we still do. Fourth and John. We still look up to them. They probably will never mention us, but
They started.
are still.
They started when we started, didn't they?
No, they started a little bit before us, and
Was
we
it a
were.
year?
And we were. Yeah, they were when we were in the Jersey
Same studio.
Yeah,
was
we were in the same studio.
But they
at
didn't.
one
They
time.
weren't doing the.
No, they were head and shoulders above. They was light years above. They were doing merch and everything. They were like, and they had their tailgates were crazy. I'm not hating. I believe the universe has enough for all of us to eat. So I'm not. It means nothing to me to give them to throw flowers their way because they did a heck of a job and they're still doing a heck of a job. But we were the first ones to come on this platform and bring the fan-based show to you guys. So I still claim that. But kudos to everybody that's trying. Everybody's. And I'm going to have a couple of people from other shows that you may see around. If you follow anybody else, I have been contacted by other hosts from other shows, and I'm going to include them. I'm going to have them on as special guests and stuff like that. I am not I don't believe in that hating or that competition so much so that we've got to be at each other's neck. There's enough out here for everyone. So, you will see some hosts from other shows on this show here because one thing we all do is we all do bleed green. So that's the one thing we have in common. So that's where I'm at. But you're watching Eagles Talk, the #1 Eagles coverage show around that's by Eagles fans for Eagles fans, where we like to talk about our favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles. We do so in such a relaxed manner that we enjoy our favorite adult beverage in the form of shots. So I've been doing the Clase Azul in celebration of our GM Howie Roseman and his magnificent job in acquiring James Bradberry, cornerback from the New York Giants, in which I thought we had no chance at getting, and we have him, a former Pro Bowler to play opposite our current Pro Bowler, and this should be very, very interesting. I know we don't have another safety opposite Harris, but like you said in the opening,
You got
Epps has been
K'Wan Wallace
very,
who needs to step up. He's a 3rd-round pick that they put him to, like, his mentor was Brian Dawkins. He needs to step up.
All right, so we're going to do this shot. And everyone, let me know what you're drinking out there. Down the hatch, 3, 2, 1. Now, Ted, what is a Long Beach tea? I've heard of a Long Island iced tea, but what's a Long Beach
He's been
tea?
drinking a Long Beach, a Long Island iced tea. He's just drunk.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Long Island.
All right, here we go. Out of the Box Sports. See, there's another platform. Thank you guys for joining us. Imagine a line with Sweet Davis Cox.
Sweat.
I guess he meant Sweat.
Yeah.
There. I'm about to say Sweet Davis Cox. That sound like kind of pornographic. That sound pornographic right
There. Hold up,
there.
man. Hold up.
Sweet Davis Cox. I didn't say it. I didn't write this.
You
said
right
it,
there.
though. He said Sweet Davis Cox. Look, okay, all right, sounded a little pornographic there, but all right, pause. And all right, so he meant Sweat. I'm going to make the edit. He meant Sweat, Davis, Cox, Graham with Reddick coming off the edge. Who stops that? Yes, who stops that? Especially we have cornerbacks that are going to make the quarterback hold the ball a little longer. And that's what we need. We need the quarterback to hold the ball just a couple seconds longer and allow, because how many times have we seen, they have that stat now where there's quarterback hurries. I don't think they had it back when we had what was my guy? Not Reggie White. What's the guy, the linebacker?
Trent Cole?
No. Before him, the white guy. He will always almost get to the quarterback. Dang, I can't remember his name. But Mamula, yeah, Mamula. They didn't have it back then. If they had quarterback hurries back then, he would have led the league. He was always like a second away from getting the quarterback. But anyway, those quarterback hurries now with a solidified secondary, some of those hurries turn into sacks, I think. That's what I'm thinking. They were only able to get the ball away because our coverage wasn't elite. And now I think we have elite corners, and I think our coverage is going to make the quarterback hold the ball just a couple seconds longer, and that may be the difference between a quarterback hurry and a sack. So I'm looking for that type of production out of this unit this year. Ted Wiggins said, and cran pineapple instead of Coke. Oh, he was giving me the ingredients.
I get it. Because I used to do a Long Beach. I get it.
All right.
I get it because I didn't do soda for
cran,
very
apple,
long time.
pineapple instead of Coke. Okay, all right. I got you. All right, I get you. Now, Yinder says, I don't think it's going to be a traditional 3-4. I believe it's going to be a 3-4 that looks like a 4-3. It's going to be a DN, D tackle linebacker. And I'll take it. I'll take whatever works to get more pressure on the quarterback. That's what I'll take. So, and we all agree that it's going to be a hybrid, right? We do agree to that.
Yeah.
It's going to be a hybrid. So yeah, it could be a combination of things. But that's what we were talking about. There's so many options that JG has now with the personnel he has. Howie has listened to his defensive coordinator, and he has gone shopping with his list. The way that Howie has assembled this personnel on defense is almost like he said, yo, I'm going to the store. You know, I'm married. You're married now. It's almost like I'm going to the store and your wife say, hold on, I got a list for you. Get these couple of things. Howie was going to the store anyway. JG said, Howie, you're going to the store anyway. Here's my list. This is what I want. Howie took the list, went to the football grocery store, and he started shopping off of JG's list. And I think he got most of what JG had on that list. So we're going to see what the chef does with the ingredients that he's been assembled. Oh, it's a wonderful time.
You know what? I have to say this. If I was able to be just a listening ear or a part of, a assistant there with the defense, I would implore JG to not telegraph his hand. Not to tell anybody that you're going to run a 3-4, a 4-3, 5-2, a 46, because the personnel that he has right now, he can run every single type of defensive coverage and be effective. Hold up, man.
Da-da-da, da-da-da. Yeah,
I
picked up off the floor.
I got dressed now.
Yeah, picked up off the floor.
Eric, you're killing me, brother. You're killing me, man. You know what? I had braids my freshman year. That's crazy. So yeah, I did have some braids my freshman year. But hey, I had braids, Dante.
Yeah, well, I had dreads.
I know you had dreads. I was on. I took the bad boys out there. That's why I get them twisted up. I said no, they hurt too bad. But on all seriousness, this defense can be a hybrid defense where each week the offensive coordinator is throwing fits. What kind of coverage they're going to play, who they're going to roll out at us, how we going to stop this particular player. But at the end of the day, these players have to live up to that building. Hassan Reddick has been a very good player in this league, but he's bounced around by 2 teams already. He's on his 3rd team within 4 years, right?
Yeah, Hassan is going to make money though. He's going. It's not because of his play. He's just been going to the highest bidder, and it's proven by his past contract. He's not sitting out there, and people are not. He's not out there. He's just happened to be a free agent, and he's getting scooped up. I don't think it's the fact that the teams that had him don't want him, but they can't afford to pay him. He has produced everywhere he's gone. So I expect that to continue with the Philadelphia Eagles, but it's dependent upon JG and putting him in the right situation, the right spots to be able to duplicate the production that he's had in the previous stops before he got here. Now, there was a Clifford Johnson. Here we go. And this is very important. We need to talk about this, right? So he said, what will our quarterback play making look to go like, I think he's saying, basically saying what is a lot falls on the shoulders of Jalen Hurts, and I agree with that. A lot does fall on the shoulders of Jalen Hurts and how he performs and the step he takes from his first year of a full-time starter till his second year as a full-time starter. And if he makes any type of leap such as one Carson Wentz did, then we're in great shape. If he makes any type of leap such as Josh Allen did for Buffalo, then we're in great shape. But it remains to be seen what that leap or progression will be. We have to see. He's been working out with quarterback gurus, and hopefully it helps him in his pre-snap decision, in his reading of defenses, which is not to be as expected for a young quarterback. We've had one of the best young quarterbacks, or even the best quarterback in the league, Patrick Mahomes, admit that he didn't pick up reading defenses until like his second year as a starter. Mm-hmm. So this is not something that just comes natural to everyone. So we hope that he makes that progression. He makes that step. He learns to read defenses a little bit better. He learns the pre-snap reads a little bit better, and he is a better passer of the ball. We need him to be a better passer of the ball if we're going to take advantage of the weapons that Howie has given him, that have presented him at his disposal. So come on. It relies a lot on Jalen Hurts. We need Jalen Hurts. And not only Jalen Hurts, we already talked about JG. We talked about Jalen Hurts. But let's talk about Sirianni. We need to see a maturity or a next level step up from our coach, Sirianni. It took him almost half a season before he realized that we have the personnel that will do best in a running attack. It took him 8 to 9 games before he came to that realization. If he came to that realization earlier in the season, we had more than 9 wins last year. We have more than 9. So Sirianni, in his second year, we're looking for him to make some progress too. So there are 3 people, there are a lot of people, but there are 3 main people that I think that need to make or show improvement or progress over last year's performance, and that's JG, Sirianni, and Jalen Hurts. Now, if these 3 can do that, I see a lot of big things happening for this team. And remember, my slogan or my statement is confidence accelerates the process. So even though this is supposed to be a slow process, if we get some confidence, and if you look at our schedule, and this was supposed to be a scheduled show. This really was supposed to be a scheduled show. We'll have to do it next week. But this was supposed to be a scheduled show where we go over the schedule and predict every game, win or loss. But, Howie changed that trajectory with his signing of James Bradberry.
Did he ever?
So now we're talking about this. But look at it. Look at it. Confidence changes, accelerates the process. We have a schedule where we very well can be 4-0 after our first 4 games. That's a hot start. That's something that can kickstart a season, which we've seen when we won the Super Bowl. That's something that can kickstart your confidence and your team and propel them to a deep playoff run. So, hey, everybody's on the clock right now.
Yes, sir.
And that's the end of the third quarter.
Everything you just said, I agree with.
And that's the end of the quarter.
So that's the end of the third quarter. I'm going to open up the fourth quarter with comments from the chat room. Tell me how you feel about the commentary that you've been hearing and what's on your mind. So you're watching and listening to Eagles Talk, the #1 Eagles coverage show around that's by Eagles fans for Eagles fans. And we like to talk about the Eagles, and we like to do so drunk. So we drink our favorite adult beverage in the form of shots. So I have been doing, up until this point, I've been doing the Clase Azul, and I'm still doing the Clase Azul. Probably won't be doing it next week because it looks like I'm at the end. Okay, I got it.
My jack is gone.
His jack is gone.
It's gone. I gotta get another bottle.
Let me know what you're doing.
I do got
out
a surprise for you though, Dante.
Oh yeah, you do?
Yes,
all right.
I do.
That's great to hear. All right, so we're drinking in honor of our GM who has done a magnificent job this offseason, coming out of nowhere because they're for a long part of this offseason, and we talked about it before the draft. There were a lot of murmurs or screams for Howie to do more. Before the draft, we wondered what Howie was doing. It was very, very quiet on the free agent signing front. The draft hadn't happened. And since the draft, we have accumulated a wealth of talent here. One being Kaiser, what's his name?
Kazir
White, Jordan Davis, A.J. Brown, N'Kobe Dean, James Bradberry. We have some talent now, and it's all been accumulated within the last month and a week or so. So here we go. Let's drink to our GM, Howie Roseman, and what we perceive as a very optimistic look on this upcoming season. Everybody, down the hatch. 3, 2, 1.
You're now listening to the fourth quarter.
So before we go to the comments, I have a friend As you know, I'm part of the head water buffaloes, as Dante would call it. But in my
No,
Masonic, go
the
ahead.
high exalted never faulted. So go ahead. I'm
That's
sorry.
crazy because it's a position called high exalt. I'm gonna stop. All right,
All right.
so
Yeah, you're giving
um
up too much.
oh yeah. As a member of my Masonic Lodge, a brother of mine actually for the last 4 years have done the softball games for Miles Sanders. 3 years for Miles Sanders. This year he's doing the softball game for Devontae Smith. So I have to throw this up there real quick, Dante. All right.
All right, go ahead.
See if I can find it where I put it at. There you go. There you go. You see that picture?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So
I went to a celebrity game when Green Goblin was in here by myself. I covered it by myself.
yeah, we was there. So this one
yeah.
right here is a celebrity softball game for Devontae Smith. It's going to be held at give me 1 second while I pull all the information up. I should have had this stuff. It's going to be held
I'm going.
at Allentown, PA, at the softball field in Allentown, PA. It's going to be June 4th. Now, what I was asked to do from
All right, get that out the way. So
there you go. From my Masonic brother, he said,
right.
"You know what? We need to give some tickets away, Dante."
All right, I'm with that. You want to do that?
So you know what? I would love to get some tickets away to the best comment of the day, especially in the
today. This show right here, we without any like. No,
it's June 4th. It's June
let's
4th.
do it. Let's do it on IG. We're gonna do it on IG.
Do IG.
We need
All right,
to follow.
we're gonna do it on IG.
All right, so you guys, if you're
but
listening
wait,
now, if you're
more.
not following, go ahead.
Wait,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
More.
Go ahead.
So I got these slippers. I don't know if you can see them.
I love those slippers too. I saw them in person. I love those slippers.
Eagle slippers, right?
They shower slippers, right? They shower shoes, right?
Yeah, shower shoes.
Yeah, I like those.
I have personally about 9 of them. So
right,
for IG, we're going to pick a winner for the actual the softball game. Then we're going to pick 9 winners after that for the shower shoes.
All right, we're going to do that. All right, so you guys follow us on IG because we're giving away tickets and slides, shower slides, Eagle shower slides. You have to follow us on IG. That's going to be one of the requirements. So make sure you follow us on IG or you're going to miss it. You're going to miss it.
Hey, JR.
If you're not on IG, because I'm not putting it on Facebook. I'm putting it on IG. All right, so you make sure you follow us on IG, and you're going to have a chance to win tickets to the celebrity softball game by Devontae Smith and a pair of shower slides.
I'm sorry, Tony put the comment. Can you see this comment?
Oh yeah, I saw that. I'll take the ticket. You got to shout out me the airfare. Airfare. Look. The way our bank account is set up, Tony. Unfortunately, the way our bank account is set up, to steal a line from another Philly native, Kevin Hart. The way our bank account is set up, we can't do it. The airfare, no. But we will give you a ticket though if you can fly over. You can go there. Eric says, does the ticket come with flight and a hotel? No, it does not come with a flight and a hotel.
Unfortunately, it's for locals.
Not yet, anyway.
Unfortunately, it's for locals.
We're gonna be at that point. I tell you, we're gonna be at the point we're gonna be able to give a ticket and an air flight. But we're just not there yet. Okay. All right. First time listening, C. Smitty says, I fucks with the show. Listening from Tennessee, I fucks with you, T. C. Thank you for fucking with us. Because we
appreciate
we
you,
like
good brother.
All right. Yender says, I'm from Rochester, New York. Is that close enough to win the ticket? Yeah, you can drive down here anyway. JT comes up all the time. Here's JT. I'll drive up. JT comes up all the time.
I'll be in Maryland Saturday, JT.
JT is in Maryland. I'm in Delaware. I'm from Philly, but I'm in Delaware, and Pat is in Philly. JT comes up. If we are appearing in Delaware, JT will come up. And just last week or the week before, it was stated on this show that JT came up to support you, Pat, at the Water Buffaloes thing. So
yeah, man,
JT is somebody that we really appreciate, a fan through and through. We thank you so much, JT. He's been there almost from the start.
I appreciate JT because he came up here with his wife and I know they had a good time. I know at beginning was a little BS, but at the end of the day, I know you had a good time, and I appreciate you for coming up and rocking out with my temple, Pyramid Temple. JT, I know you're in DC. I'll be at Two Us Ball on Saturday, so I'll be down there.
Hold up.
My
I'm
bad.
sorry. I didn't mean to cut you. But
It's all good.
Quazon is in the house. Yo, what's up, Q? Quazon is in the house. Quazon, you still at Longhorn? You still at Longhorn? I saw Quazon in Longhorn. Yo, tell me, you still in Longhorn? Because I got to come down there and get a steak. I like it.
We haven't skipped
Dilly,
this
we brung
since
Bradberry in Philly.
2017.
Quazon, you still at Longhorn?
2017. All right, so we got those some rules out there though. We do got those some rules out there, Dante.
All right,
Dark
come
Knight.
on.
I'm sorry, Dark Knight.
Yeah, this Dark Knight right here. Don't be. I don't know that motherfucker. Dante is not here tonight. Okay, it's Dark Knight right here. I'm the motherfucker that I don't care about that. You know what I'm
So
saying?
the organizer actually sent me all the people that are coming to the actual to the event. Tyrone B. Weezy, you're gonna see me there. I'm Illustrious Potentate Pyramid Temple #1, baby. So I will be at Tours Ball Saturday. So get at me. So at the Devontae Smith softball game will be Jalen Hurts, Jadakiss, Darius Slay, Elijah Moore. I don't know why he's there. Miles Sanders. I don't know. Shaheem Carter, Mika Parsons.
Way to
Cameron
level up,
Danzig.
Quazon. Way to level up.
Michael Perron, Jalen Waddle, Greg Newsom II, Dante Johnson, Devontae Smith, of course, Ted Ginn Jr., LaShawn
Dante
McCoy,
Johnson. I'm in the house, so I'm gonna be there.
Najee Harris, N'Kobe Dean, Barrett Brooks, Mark Wilson, Brandon Graham, Pat Surtain II, Terrell Evans, Kyle Neptune, Justin Hardy, AJ Brown, Dallas Goddard, Avante Maddox, Jalen Rager, Vinny Curry, and there's more being added on to it.
All right,
So-
hold up. So they got a shorten. They got a nickname for your position here. So
Yeah,
this
Pody.
is it. Pody.
It's
Okay,
Pody.
Pody. I
Normally
got
it's
you, Pody.
Illustrious
All right.
Potentate.
Yeah,
but
I
I'm
got
Pody.
you, Pody. He said, I hear you. I got you, Pody. I got pick up on the jargon. I hear you, Pody. All right. Okay. Yender says, Pat, I told you glasses and hat. That's Dark Knight, letting the fresh line show. That's
Yes, sir.
Dante. Yeah, I did do that. But check us out on IG because I'm about to play that. I'm about to
So you know
we
what?
about to see a
For
lot
the
of that.
winner, for the winner of the tickets, first and foremost, you gotta be local. I'm not Tony. As much as we want to give you tickets to this softball game, you're in Australia right now. It's morning. Yeah, listen. We love you. We appreciate you, but we can't pay for your airfare. So for the best. Dante, they got to give a rant. They got to do a video of themselves and give a rant.
All right, okay. That's what you want to do.
Eagles talk rant. How about that?
How do you do that? Like if I do it on
You
IG,
take it-
how
You do a video of yourself, right? And you
you
got
can't
to.
send it to IG on our account, can you?
Yeah, you can. You can send it to your account.
You can
Talking
send
about how
a
much you
video?
love the Philadelphia Eagles.
What? Message it?
You got to.
can't post
You got.
it.
You got to send them a message. You can post it.
Wait a minute. If I put up there this contest is going on
Mm-hmm.
and they comment, they can't comment the video.
So what happens? You send a post, right?
Right.
And you send it to the group. Let me go into the group right now. Eagles talk, because we live. This is what we do when we live. We work things out.
We're gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out. Wendy's your IG page.
You send a message,
Wendy's
right?
your IG page. What the third? All right, no more shots for him. I don't know what he's talking. What are you
So-
talking about, Wesley?
so you hit
Wendy's
message.
your IG page.
So listen. You hit
Our
message.
IG handle is right at the bottom of the screen. Eagles Talk at Eagles Talk on IG.
So you
but-
hit message. You gotta hit message. Hit message, right?
All right.
And in that message, I need you to put a. Let's see how we can do this.
All right. So what he's saying is,
You can put a
all right, he
video.
wants-
There you go.
You
You can put a
gotta
video.
shoot us a video of them doing what? What?
How much they love the Philadelphia Eagles.
All right. So shoot us a video of how much you like the Philadelphia Eagles to our DMs on IG and the best one will win. And we'll put it on. We'll put it on here. We'll show you on here because I can take a video and put it on here. So if you take a video of yourself showing your fandom for the Philadelphia Eagles, and we'll pick the best one and we'll give the tickets to you, and then we'll show it on the show. All right, we can do that. Okay, I see that. JT, because we haven't talked about this enough. I know the fourth quarter is over. We're about to get out here in about a couple minutes.
Yeah.
But JT, and he posted a beautiful picture of this belt, but he has a belt, like a championship belt, a championship wrestling, boxing belt or whatever. But it depicts our Philadelphia Eagles when they won the Super Bowl. And it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. I want to know where you got it from because I want the same type of belt. I want that. It's a wonderful thing. It's one of those belts you
That's
put
gonna be
around
for
your
fantasy
waist
league,
with
yo. That's gonna be for a fantasy league.
Hot.
Yeah.
That is hot. So he said, yo, check out the video because he just put a video on Eagles Talk. Is that in the group, JT? You put that in the group, I assume. He put that in the group. All right. So if you are a part of Eagles Talk group on Facebook, make sure you go there and check out this video. But this belt is beautiful. I need as many collectibles that I can get from the year we won the Super Bowl, especially since I was at my barber today, and he told me that he has a football etiquette group there where they have rules on how much you can torment your opposers here. So they have rules. You can't do it within 24 hours after the game. So on Sunday, you have to wait till Monday before you come. So there's and this is all to preserve friendships and stuff because you know how heated this stuff gets, right? So they have a 24-hour rule. So if the Cowboys and the Eagles play, we have to wait 24 hours before we can trash each other because it can come to blows. It can come to blows. That's how deep the rivalries are. And we have different. I have Jets. I have Giants fans, Washington fans. I have every fan of the NFC East down here. So that's a good rule to have, to wait 24 hours. And then the other rule is after Wednesday, that's it. We have to move on to the next week. So you get to rouse your rival or your opponent up until Wednesday, and then we move on to the next week. So I thought that was very interesting, and I thought it was good. I thought it was good. And he said it was needed because that's how heated the arguments used to get or the rousing used to get between the rivalries. So I don't know if we'll practice that here, but I just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah, I'm going to have the video for you next week, Dante, because that thing is nice.
All right, so look, we're about to get out of here. NBA basketball is on. I'm going to watch the game.
I ain't watching
you guys, man. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight, and we'll be back. We'll be back next week, 7 o'clock, same bat channel, but same bat time. But follow us on IG because I'll be posting content every day up until you see us again on Facebook Live. So make sure you are following us on Instagram. I'm out. I'm your man, Dante the Dark Knight. The Dark Knight right now, not Dante. But I'll see you guys next week. Peace. Take us out, Pat.
Peace and soul. Fly, Eagles, fly.
We go live in time.